Hi, my name is AJ, founder of PlungePalz. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the full experience of clubs. This video is great if you want to build a community within the platform and invite members and create posts and really stay engaged with your members. So if you're someone that, let's say you're in Sweden and you have a sauna group and you want to create a club, you could call it like the Sweden Sauna Squad. And then whenever you create a post, it actually sends an email to all your members that are in that club. They could click in this email to then bring them back to the platform to like or comment on the post itself. All their activities will also streamline directly into your club. So it's a quick way to see all your members, to stay connected, hype them up, give them a high five, give them a hype comment to keep them encouraged. Really cool stuff. And if you're a business owner, you're able to actually link your physical establishment to your club. So whenever anyone records an activity within like a perimeter of your location, whether they're a club member in your club or not, their activity will be auto hyperlinked with your business. And if you click on it, you'll see information about your business. So this allows us to do some indexing in the future, where we're going to be building a comprehensive map of contrast therapy locations that our users can pop into and check out if they're ever in the area. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Okay, so first things first, open up your PlungePalz mobile app, and then you're going to want to navigate to the social tab down here. When you click that, all of the clubs that you are a part of will be in the very top left pill. And if you're part of multiple clubs, you can just hit the drop down to view the page, or just alternate between the different clubs here. And to create a club, you simply click the clubs tab here. And if you're not part of a club, this will be your first option you see when you open up the app. Okay, so here are clubs that users could explore to actually join. And these are the two clubs that I am a part of. So I'm going to just show you an example of what happens when we create a new club post. So I'm actually going to be heading out to Salt Lake City here in a bit, and I'm going to be dropping in for a cold plunge. So I'm going to put a message here saying, looking forward to seeing some of the CPC squad. That stands for cold plunge coffee. And then shift. Perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and publish that. If I open up my email, I'll actually see that email notification right there. And I'll say, headed to this, so I'll see you soon. I'll be in Salt Lake City at the end of August. Can't wait to drop in for a plunge and sauna session. Looking forward to seeing some of the squad. Look at that right there. And if I click view post and app, I'm going to click that. It's actually going to take me directly into that post that I made. So I could comment on it if it wasn't mine, or like it, and so on. And then when I come back, it will bring me back into the app. All right, and then if I come back into here on the feed, you'll see actually that post right then and there, which is also mixed with some of the activities in it. All right, and then as you can see, like Caleb right here, he actually cold plunge at Cold Plunge Coffee, and I'm gonna go ahead and like give him a high five and be like, let's freaking go, Caleb. You post that, and then if I actually click on that hyperlink, you'll see his business right there. It'll open up on Apple Maps if you want to see the location, and it'll have some images on it as well. Okay, so if you want to create a club, you could go ahead and just click create a club, and it's free to create one club, but if you want to create more than one club, you have to be a premium user. So you could select any kind of option for your club, whether it's a brand, an organization, a physical establishment, virtual, pop-up, in real life group, just an accountability group, educational, or something for fun. For this case, we're going to select a physical establishment. So we're playing the role that you own a contrast therapy or wellness business, and we'll do just brand, organization, and then you could add any tag in here if you'd like. You can't select virtual, pop-up, or in real life group just because you are a physical establishment. So we're going to click next. Here you could upload a picture of your club. So I am just going to select, let's just do that one right there. I think that one's pretty funny. And then we'll do we'll call it here. I'm going to give it an example. One place I like to go is called Yoga Cold Bath. It's out here in Glendale, Arizona. And here you can add a description, so yoga. And then you could add some more stuff as well if you'd like. And then I click next, and then some permissioning. So for privacy, public, if you're public, anyone could join your club and you don't have to accept them. They just join right on in. If it's private, people that are not members will not be able to see activities nor post in this club, and they have to request to join. And you being the club admin or the club creator, or if you have club admins, they're the only ones that could accept them into the club. And then posting permission. So this is anyone could create a post, or admin members can create a post. And you could add admin members into this in your club settings. So I'm going to click next. And where is your club? Okay, so if it's a business location, let's go ahead and change this. And you can read the information here. So if you don't find your business when you search it in here, no problem at all. You could actually just follow the steps in the business location in the club settings later. But let's go ahead and search for yoga, cold, and then there it is. There's the address. I'll select that. And then we've got the address there. And then all you simply do is just create club, and that is all. And then you can invite your members, but I'm not going to create a club here. Let's say like in Cold Plunge Coffee here, this club right here, if you go and see your settings, so this is your club page actually. So if you hit your drop down of your club, you could view the page here, or you can go into clubs and actually click on your club. And in here, you can invite, different users in the platform. You could, see the overview of the club as well. You can see the club, like club admin. You can see the members of the club as well that are all in here. And then in the settings here, you could always update your logo if you want later. You could update your description. For your club location, you could always update this, but it's already set as Cold Plunge Coffee. And then like business location, this right here, you could read some more information on this. But if you're not able to find your business when you're setting up your club, this is where you would do it right here. You could adjust your tags at all. And then you could also add club admins here if you'd like. You could edit your club permissioning, things like that. Okay. And then, going back to that auto hyperlink. So let's say, for example, I'm just in the Pals Club. I'm going to scroll down to find one that's hyperlinked. It's loading the rest of the feed here. Let's see if there's, scroll down. Right here. So this is another place they actually have their own club, Transformation Jungle. So they link their location as well. So whenever anyone cold plunges or does an activity there, it auto hyperlinks. So awesome. If you have any questions at all, or want to see a feature that's not yet in here, go ahead and reach out to support@PlungePalz.com, and I would love to help you out. And remember, with PlungePalz, you never plunge or sweat alone.